The label is thick. Ugh. This is why you should do this first. Saw through this thing. My goodness. Is it an Amiga? No, of course it's not. There we go. Look at this. Talk about getting attached to you. Hello and welcome back to Not Another Watch. Today we have an unboxing for you. And inside this box is a watch that can probably claim the title of actually the watch that got me into watches in the first place. It was my first grail watch, and I was a small child when I first coveted this. I'm not going to chatter anymore. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to let you see what it is. Okay, here it is. I'm going to open it up and show you what it is. It's a hefty title. Let me just peek in this box to make sure. There we go. Yep, just take that invoice out of the way. Now, for all you Casio fans out there that know the catalogue number, you'll know which one this is already just by looking at this. This is its reference number. CA53W 1CR. And of course, it is a Casio. Set it to inside, as you can see. Let me open it up and reveal to you. Here it is. Can you see it? This was the watch that got me into watches, or at least a variation of this. The Casio Calculator watch. Now, the story is, for those that are interested, I used to go down to the local town centre with my mum, and we went in this kind of hardware store that sold all kinds of things, and this hardware store had a carousel of watches, and one of the watches that caught my eye was this. Now, this is obviously one of Casio's, at least for geeks like me, one of Casio's most famous watches. The Calculator watch has been worn in the movie Back to the Future by Marty McFly.
This is heavy duty, Doc. This is great.
Also by Morris Moss in IT Crowd.
Bit nervous, so yeah. It's fizzy. It's very fizzy. It's fizzy. It's gone fizzy. Ow! Come on!
And countless others.
I left the receipt in the box in case you want to exchange it.
But not to forget a young man from Leeds in England who, in the early 90s, pestered the life out of his mother to buy him this watch. Now, I'm not too sure what happened to my original watch, but I know it ran out of battery. But I have finally replaced this to see if I can capture some of that magic that I once did, this once held for me. Will it turn back the clock and let me go back in time? I don't know. But look at how it's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, it's a super thin watch. I've not done any measurements because this is just a quick unboxing, but you know, as you would expect from a Casio at this price point, which was, you know, under $20, it's resin, it's plastic. The buttons, it never made me a math fan, but it was pretty cool to have a calculator on your watch. No light on this one, just a couple of pushes which set the time, and a lot of buttons. Does it make me feel like Marty McFly? Let me pop this down for 1 second, take the Phoebus Eagle Ray off my wrist, and take a look at it on my 7¼ inch wrist. The band is pretty flimsy, but you know, I'll cover that in a review. Let me take a look at this. Oh, there we go. I have not had one of these on my wrist since, oh, I was a very young man. Not a huge fan these days of digital display watches. Some, though, are just iconic and classic, and this is one of them. I know it comes in various iterations, but this one for sure is the most loyal to the Casio CA50, I believe it was. Yes, Casio CA50, which is the one that Marty McFly wore in Back to the Future. My apologies for my terrible Doc Brown impression.
Great Scott!
But I don't know. This one makes me feel like a kid. Casio tend to put the specs on their cases. So you can see here, Casio, water resistant, alarm, chrono. I think it's probably splash proof. And you've got the button there to activate the calculator. Oh my goodness, it's almost impossible to actually press these down with my big fat fingers now, but does it work? It works. It works. Okay, well, there we go. And this button here adjusts the time, I think. This is really hard to press. Okay, so we're getting into the, oh, we have a little bit of a, maybe if we press this and then press this button. There we go. Now you can set the time. This is part of the reason why I don't really go for digital watches now. It's like all these button presses, and this one's a pretty simple one. I do believe, yep, in the box there is the instruction manual, and if I probably won't read that. I probably will just figure out how to set this one myself, but there it is, folks. The Casio Calculator watch. Stay tuned for a full review of this one. I'll try to be as thorough as I can, but really, does it capture all the emotion that it used to hold for me? Well, only time will tell that. When I do the full review, I'll let you guys know. That's it from us today. Just a quick unboxing. I hope you're all staying well. Until next time, live life, love watches, and I'll see you in the next one.